How's it going, everybody? Jerz here with some Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So this is going to be my attempt on the 3-person team versus top secrets. So right off the bat, before I got the clear finally, this is a PSN video, by the way. This is a broadcast, I guess, that was saved. So I'm kind of recording over it with my capture device, and at the end we'll go over the materia stuff like that I used for my first clear. But my gear's not perfect. You know, I didn't have all the right materia. I don't know if the team I used was the best, but it worked for me, and we'll go over things I did and mistakes and things like that, things that you guys can learn from on when you do your first clear. But before we get into it, I had failed about 4 or 5 times before I finally got my clear, and this video here is going to be the actual clear, and we're going to go over the things that happened. So let's go ahead and jump in. I ran with Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. I initially started with Barret, and I was having a lot of trouble. But when I switched to Tifa, I found that I was doing a little better. So Shiva is actually the only boss here that can be hit with stop. So I make sure I get that off. And my other characters, I'm going to concentrate on attacking this boss with Faraga. I drop an arcane ward there because every time you do a spell from within, it's actually, you shoot the spell twice. So getting Faraga on this boss and getting them under pressure so we can stun them, get them staggered rather, is really important, because when you get that stagger, that's where a lot of the damage comes in. And I don't have a lot of abilities quick slotted as I should. So with Tifa here, I'm just doing some of her abilities to get the stagger percentage higher. I think I went for Braver there because I didn't really have enough for something else for a better ability. So I'm just gonna keep double casting Fira from the ward, and we got her pressured again, which is really good. So the fire, really good against this boss. It's her weakness, of course. And Aerith, we want to keep her inside the ward. Now I'm no way, shape, or form really good at this game. I still have a lot to learn. But, you know, I'm getting there. Ice Will Impact. If you're real close, you get hit pretty hard with that. I don't remember which summon I use here. But I do know... That is one thing I want to say about Blizzaga. I don't really know how I can avoid that damage. Maybe if I roll at the right time, I can avoid it. Or if I use parry at the right time, rather. But that thing hits really hard if you get hit by that. I made a mistake and I used Faraga from outside of the ward. So, you know, little things like that, they add up. Aerith, I saw everyone's health getting a little low. Hit everyone with a prayer. We're going to go over the materia later on, of course. So Diamond Dust. We're, of course, going to get hit by the Diamond Dust right now. And we're just kind of building up meters. I think I did a Fira from right in there. She's almost pressured, so I'm not really too worried about the Diamond Dust because we just did a prayer recently. So after this, I'll probably have Aerith hit us with another prayer while I have my 2 melee characters work on that. Oh my lord, Aerith just died. So let's go ahead. I think I actually, you know what? I think I stunned this boss. Oh boy, I'm getting destroyed right now. I think I stunned this boss, stagger, and we kind of do a reset right here. I think that's what I do. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go for a reset here. We're going to go ahead and raise Aerith. And Cloud. We didn't really get to do anything with that stagger at all. But we're going to go for an infinity stance. I don't know why I did that. We got 2 characters with 1 HP. Frost Familiars. Every time you see that ability, I believe they eat your ranged attacks, like your ranged magic. So, when you see... Oh boy, Aerith is getting ripped right now. Another Blizzaga. I think I survived that, yes. Alright, we get a prayer off, which we definitely needed. We almost wiped there. Pretty tough. So, you know, again, I'm still trying to figure out these fights here. But when she does that, the familiars, those familiars actually eat your magic attacks from what I noticed. So things I'll do is I don't know if I do it now or maybe a little later. I'll stand inside the ward, and I will use regular fire instead of Faraga or Fira, just to get them to eat that ability. And I do have a limit break here for Cloud right now, just in case Shiva gets up in time. I think, do I even use it? I'm not even sure. Triple slash. I decided to go for triple slash. I really should have went for a heal. I do go for a Kiraga. And I don't think it hit us in time, actually. We may start this next fight under health. So we're jumping into the Fat Chocobo. You know, it's not a perfect run. So we definitely did not get the Kiraga off in time. But we're learning. So we get 2 Faragas off right away to pressure the enemy. So if I had Aerith with a 3rd Faraga, they'd have been pressured right away. So now we're just going to try to... Well, not pressured. They'd have been staggered right away. So now we're on a goal to stagger this enemy. And this fight actually is really easy. I'd say the biggest issue in this fight is the tome berries. I think they're the only issue in this entire fight here. So we are going to go ahead and stagger this enemy. Cloud is getting really close to one of his infinity. The Infinity Edge. Well, I don't know why I keep calling it that, but sometimes I call things. Let's see. Infinity's End, not Edge. Infinity's End. And I think that it's going to hit for like 9,000 or something. Let's see. 9,999. Sweet. So we got to watch out for those tome berries because they're actually the biggest issue here. And this boss is still staggered, which is sick. This Fat Chocobo stays staggered for a long time. So I pretty much just rinse and repeat. I do Faraga when I can. Just to get the re-stagger on. And I try to keep Aerith inside the ward so she can keep double casting her abilities. Tifa fell unconscious. She got stabbed by a tome berry, which is definitely a problem. Luckily for us, if he runs over his tome berries or his bombs, they die. So that is something to keep in mind. Here I'm trying to pressure him so I can get the stagger, so I can now try to get this recovery going. Aerith is really low. It's tough. It's a tough life. I think I try to get Cloud to revive Tifa first before I do a Kiraga. No, I actually do the Kiraga now to be safe. And unfortunately, I have to use another stagger phase up to revive someone. You know, I'm just not a professional, guys. I'm not a lot of the guys you see on YouTube that do really well in these fights. I still have a lot to learn, of course. I think I try to go for another Infinity's End here. It's definitely not going to hit 9,000 this time. 3,500. That's still, you know, some decent damage. Cloud went down. He got stabbed by a tome berry. Again, they're the toughest enemies in this fight, I have to say. Summon, I think I do use my summon in this one. Yes, we do. We get the Leviathan. Now, I don't think I see my summon again for the rest of this try. I don't think I see one appear in the next fight. I don't think I get the option again. But there he is, crushing all his little babies and stuff, his tome berries and his bombs. And I'm still inside the ward, so we're going to go for some double Fira. And she got stunned, so I actually got a little screwed on that there. I didn't even notice that at the time. I noticed it now. And I should really quick slot that focus strike. Here we are trying to build up another Fira. Or am I trying to do a prayer? Looks like I'm trying to do a prayer because everyone's just a tad lower. Oh, we're actually... The Fira wasn't even needed because we had them so low. So that's good for us. I'm going to go for the Unbridled and get that stagger damage percentage up. Another Infinity's Edge for that quick 10k damage. Boom. We got it up to 190. It adds up quickly, so 215%. That's pretty cool. We don't need to use that. We're gonna go ahead and do. Do I do Faraga? Woof. I'm here trying to get the win. It looks like on this Man, I don't think the Faraga went off. Oh, Aerith actually got shanked by one of the Tome Berries. She probably would have ended the battle right now. Leviathan going to end the fight now with his ultimate. Actually, I think Leviathan finishes this for me. Looks like he did. Did he? No, it's so close. But you're gonna see, I have magic slotted that I never use in this fight. I have bio on Cloud. I don't remember what it was doing there. I have time on Aerith and I never use it. You know, so it's just little things like that, little silly stuff like that that I'm just like, what am I doing? So here I just run to the ward. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna chase you. I'm just gonna use regular fire magic and end the fight there to get the double fire. Fat Chocoble's down. So this next fight here is Leviathan. It's actually the longest fight I had here. I actually take a little break because I'm getting a little tired. It's like there's a lot of stuff going on. And we're going to pick up here soon in a second. Alright, so here we go. We are rocking out. And it hits me here. I'm just like, what am I going to do? We're not going to be able to stun this thing. I didn't slot anything. I have everybody with Faraga. I think I have Thundaga. I think I have Thunder Materia on Aerith, but that's not going to help me at all. She's the only one here with it. We're going to do Arcane Ward and just... This fight ends up... It takes a long time for me because I only have one ranged character. So everyone else, their only range is based on magic. And they all have fire. She has fire and thunder. So it takes a very long time for me to really get this boss down. So when the boss... once it starts flying around, it literally takes me about 10 minutes or so to get it down from the sky. So once he starts flying around, you're not really going to be missing anything. I'm just going to kind of skip through. We're just going to kind of watch the battle here. Now that it's on the ground and I can actually do something about it. But later on, we are going to skip some parts because it's just tedious and it's going to take really long. And to be honest, you're not missing anything. It's just... Leviathan flying in the sky in circles slowly, and me light attacking it extremely slowly. It's kind of painful. Cure, I don't think I needed to use a cure. I could have read. Well, that's fine. Either cure didn't even top her off, so. So here I'm just trying to get a stagger off, but since he resists fire magic, it's hard to get that meter up. And that laser, man, that thing hits hard.
Why don't you lead the way?
Don't overdo it.
A lot of the fight I end up using my allies to heal Aerith, so I don't have to waste her mana. At the end, I actually run out of a lot of mana with Aerith. I end up trying to use her Soul Drain so I can get things going. But I've seen a lot of people get through these fights really easily. And I'm just not at that level yet, you know. But eventually I would like to... My clear on this, it says 26 minutes or whatever, but I would like to get this to like under 15. I'd be happy with that.
It's on you.
I got this. It's on you. Here goes. Stop it.
So this fight is going to be like this for a while. I think we get to stagger him one time.
It's your turn.
Oh my god, I didn't even get that prayer off.
You're up.
I was just having the worst time in this fight here.
Here it comes. This one's for you.
Oh, if I don't block that, I'm dead.
Can you take over for a bit?
Here it comes. Don't overdo it.
I got this.
Tidal Wave, we got him pressured. We can do something here. I think we can actually Actually, I do think we,
Here goes.
I believe we stagger him here. Yeah, looks like a stagger. Finally. Staggered, but I don't have anything here to... I have none of my abilities ready. My ATB meters were all super low.
Don't stop now.
Let me teach you.
Like I said, this was a really tough fight for me. I just was not having a great time. If I had Barret and Tifa with me, this would probably been much easier. So guys, now that Leviathan is in the sky, this is going to become extremely tedious. What you're seeing here is going to be like this for maybe like another 10 minutes until I light attack it out the sky. Aerith has only 18 mana back. I got to start soul draining so I can get some of my juice back. So we're just going to skip ahead because you're literally not missing anything. What you're seeing here, this is what's going to happen for the next 10 minutes. So we're going to skip ahead here, and I'll catch you guys in a moment when we actually have Leviathan back on the ground and things are actually happening. Things I can work with. So I'll catch you in a bit. Alright guys, so it's been about 10 minutes, maybe a little longer of gameplay. I got Aerith's mana up a little bit. I've just been soul draining like a madman. We're getting ready to stun this guy to stagger him. And then once he's staggered, I've got a limit break prepared there for Cloud. I think we're going to kill him once we finally stagger this thing. I hope so, because this has been taking way too long. I know a lot of people have gotten annoyed waiting this long to get this boss down. But now I know for next time, you know, maybe I should slap a Thundag on all my characters as well. Because look at Cloud's mana. He's got 117 right now. He could have been doing some great stuff. So spinning drive. These little tornadoes just chase you. If you got that trade-off ability, you could purposely take damage and get some mana back that way as well. But here I'm trying to... there we go with the stagger. And Cloud, I'm just like, you know what, dude? I've had enough of you. First, I want to do the Infinity's Edge there. And here I'm just going to do some Unbridled Strength, double it. Boom. As soon as we got it down to the ground a second time, it was over. We're going to do a limit break because you're going to get a new one every time. And we kill it mid-limit break, I think. But, geez, that definitely was the fight that took the longest. Here I'm going to take another little breather because that was definitely, that fight took a toll on me. And we'll catch you here in a moment once I'm back. Here we go. Looked like about a 5-minute break. I must have went to get a drink or something. And try not that counter stance there on Bahamut. Funny fact, I'd never defeated Bahamut before to get the material. Until the day that I did this was the same day I beat Bahamut. Like, it was the same day I attempted him. So I had to unlock them, and then like 30 minutes later, I was like, you know what, let's go do the Shinra simulations that I keep hearing people talk about. And here I am doing them. And this definitely took a while. So she is bound right now. The goal is to just, you know, try to get that stagger going. That is the goal. While doing as much damage as possible. Every time they're doing a countdown, that little... When I see that red line that they're charging up something, if I could get a spell off, I always cast a spell. Focus Strike, I don't know if it's really the ability I should be doing right now, but we are definitely going for a prayer, and we actually got it off for a change, which is very nice. I have haste. I don't even know what to do. I'm looking at my abilities. I'm like, what am I going to do here? Casting an ability would be pointless there because he's targeting me when you get targeted. Even if you block, you get dropped on the Umbral Strikes. So
You can do it.
that was a situation where I just chose, like, I'm just not going to use an ability because I'm just going to get knocked down and it's going to cost me mana or cost an ATB bar, and I'm just not going to get anything out of it. That happens to me a lot. Regen is actually really awesome. I have Aerith use that a lot, especially in the fight with Leviathan. I had regen going, so just in case you get hit by the little AoEs, Then you get a little tick. So Cloud's getting 77 health. It looks like every 2 seconds there. So those little numbers, they add up. So he's doing 98 a second here every time I'm next to him, and I'm healing 78. So essentially he's doing about 20 damage to us, you know, so we're nullifying a lot of damage by having regen on. Regen is actually really valuable. So we've got our pressure going. I'm trying to pressure him big time so we can get him to the ground. We're actually doing really good damage to Bahamut, believe it or not, considering it hasn't even been staggered once. We took off about, what's that, 1/3 of its health. Pretty good. But I don't have a tactic for this monster, so this is just to show you guys that someone that's ill-prepared for this fight, you can do it. You know, you just try your best not to be nervous. Because I know a lot of you haven't got the clear yet, but you will. It's just a matter of time. You just got to go in there and just don't be nervous. Set up the materia that's comfortable for you. You're going to see materia combinations that work for everyone, but maybe that's not going to work for you. I tried different combinations in the 4 or 5 runs that I attempted this and failed. And I was just not having any luck. And then I went and changed things a little bit. No. Fight here, so I would definitely change characters if you're having trouble. Find someone that you're having a lot of, you're feeling comfortable with is the goal. So he's almost staggered. He's at half health. Soon he's going to be summoning Ifrit. And I actually have elemental fire on my armor, so I'm not worried about Ifrit. So that combination by itself is actually really good. Gonna go ahead and get a cure on Cloud, because Cloud was over there getting bodied. We're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna do a group cure because we're all a little hurt too. Yes, we are. Boom, and he's getting ready to. I think he summons Ifrit now, and Ifrit, if you don't have your armor set up properly, he's going to be a problem because of the damage he's going to do. But right there, you can see he actually healed Cloud. I think I saw 800 damage on Cloud there. 800 health increase, rather. Which is a big help. Poor Aerith, she's the only one that doesn't have a heal when it comes to fire damage. So I'm going to go drop a Curaga on her, because Cloud's got so much mana right now. And Ifrit just healed me for another 600, so having that fire elemental, it really helps. So that's one recommendation I do want to make. Casting spells from within the ward is another thing that I would say is very important as well. And I think the run before this one where I failed, I decided to attack Ifrit, which was really stupid because Bahamut's still doing his countdown. And he mega flared us and ended up killing all of us because I was ill prepared, to be honest with you. Aerith, I think I'm trying to get a Curaga going. Oh, yeah, Curaga, yeah, I'm trying to get a Curaga. I don't know what I'm doing with Cloud here. We're going to go for the limit break because I have such low health. I'm a little scared that he's going to do bad things to me. Tifa, I'm getting ready for the stagger, so I'm kind of giving her the unbridled here. And we are going to get the finish on Bahamut here, I believe. Are we? I'm not quite sure, actually. No, we're not going to get the kill on Bahamut, but we are going to get a lot of damage off. An Infinity Edge, that should hit for like 2,000 damage, possibly. I have no more juice for Faraga. It's a tough life for Tifa right now. I've been using her abilities a lot. But luckily for us, Ifrit, because of the materia combination, he was not an issue. I literally ignored him the whole time, and I felt comfortable doing it. Because the first time I got here, he gave us a little bit of issue. Actually, he was giving me a lot of issues. And that's really why I set the armor the way I did. I don't know if I'm going to regret it. I wasn't really sure if I was going to regret it on the final boss or not. But I figured this was going to be the hardest fight here. And So it was important to do the fire. I actually lucked out with the fire on my elemental armor because the last boss does fire on his feet. So if you do this, it's actually really valuable. So we're gonna do some Farragut here, try to stop him on doing his Mega Flare. I don't even know how I stopped his first Mega Flare. I think we did Cloud's Limit Breaker when he was probably trying to go for it. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. But Bahamut is getting ready to go down. Bahamut is down. Now all we have to worry about is killing Ifrit. And Ifrit, because both my melee characters are rocking the fire armor elemental, he's going to be really easy to take down because he's literally healing my team. He's literally giving us HP every time he does a fire attack. So that is just awesome for us. He's just, I think he has a hard-on for Aerith because he just keeps going after her, even if I'm not playing as her. See that? And then he finally turns around, he decides, I guess I'll fight you guys. I went for a counter stance. He didn't actually hit me, and he heals me and Tifa. You see the 800? There was a 600 before that. So the fire armor is super valuable in this fight here. And Ifrit's going to go down before we even stagger him. And now we're going to be heading into the boss, the final boss fight. As usual, going to take a little break. Because these things are, they take some life out of you, man. I think I take a break. Oh no, I just go straight into it. Oh boy, no break here. I have no idea how to dodge that beam. That was the first time I've ever seen that beam. I'd never made it to this boss before. So this is my first time at this boss. Bahamut and Ifrit I'd made it to twice. And that's what struck my materia change on my armor. And this guy, I just happened to luck out. See that fire damage? 1200 damage healing for me and Tifa. That's huge. That is huge for us. So we're just going to keep beating him up. I don't even know what to expect. I heard people saying he's easy to beat. And, you know, I don't want to sleep on the enemy. The last thing I want to do is sleep on a guy. He's a machine. So machines normally are weak against electricity. And he definitely is. So we're just going to beat this guy up the best we can. I don't know what made me do triple slash, but Cloud is not doing anything. He's like running in circles. And then he does this triple slash there. But we're literally just going to punch his ankles here. And punch and slash his ankles and just have Aerith cast her... What is that beam? I don't even know what that beam is. I decided to do a star shower just because I love the way it looks. It looks so cool. Tifa's just kicking his ass over there. And I decided to target his leg because earlier you could see that he actually fell on the ground when you targeted his leg. So we're just going to target his left leg right now. I think I targeted his left leg for the entire fight too. Brute Force was that. I don't know what that is. Half of his abilities I don't know. I know he has a grapple move that he grabs you, and I never figured out how to release my ally. I guess you'd have to break his arm. But... you know, again, guys, this is just proof that this fight is doable and you can be absolutely unprepared like I was. Wait till I show you my materia. I even have an accessory on Tifa that's doing absolutely nothing. Try not to laugh too hard when I show it to you. That thing actually hit really hard. That brute force. I go for a Kira on Aerith so she can stay back. I kind of want Aerith to use her magic strictly for attacking the boss. So here he's getting ready to be staggered. I'm actually silenced. So I go for I think I goes for a sorceress. Boom, which actually gets the stagger off because it's an electric move and it takes the Tifa out of his arms, which is perfect. So we broke his leg and he grew it back like in a second, so that was really weird. I didn't really understand that. But we're going to do another sorceress here. Just for that super effective damage. Well, it's supposed to be super effective anyway. So we got the boss down to half health and he's catching someone. I guess when he does catch, you just need to run for your life. So Cloud is locked onto. Again, I don't know what these abilities are doing. Looks like he's going to shoot a big beam. Just roll past it. think I have parry on Cloud. Parry is actually really awesome. But we'll go through the materia after this fight is over, after we win this fight here. So Tifa, I went to Tifa thinking I could do something. I'm like, oh, maybe I can get her out of this. And no, the hell I could not. She is stuck. I'm gonna go for the Braver. Hopefully it breaks his leg. It doesn't break anything. But we're doing some decent damage. His left leg's about to go down again. Left leg is down. And Tifa is still in his hand. So I'm like, what is going on? Why don't you let go of her? So we're going to do some more Thundaggers. I decide to attack the right leg now because it's pretty low. So right leg becomes my new target. We're going to go for Akira. Tifa is feeling it. That grapple he did, I think her reprieve went off. I actually didn't catch that. But it looked like her reprieve went off on her weapon. Reprieve was also a new thing that I had gotten the same day right before I tried this. So I had beat Bahamut. Right after Bahamut, I went and did some of the missions in the Shinra. And did you see the lava on the ground actually healing me every second I stand in it? It's amazing when you have that on your armor. So that's just another thing. You can stand in that lava and just literally heal yourself for free. But I started doing the Shinra missions, the hard ones. And I was getting new books for my weapons. And I got an ability called Reprieve. I'm going to show you the weapons. I'm going to show you the skills I picked up. I'm going to show you what Reprieve means. You know, we're going to look at all that stuff after this is complete. But yes, it's a long video. It's not necessarily a guide. It's just more an overview of, you know, someone unprepared can come in here and get it done. That's all it is. I'm not here to show off. I have no idea how to block or dodge that beam. I guess, can you block it? I don't think I've tried blocking it. I think I tried outrunning it every single time, which is probably not the way to do it. So we're going for his right leg. He's healing me for 1100 because of my armor. The fire armor, that thing's, it's overpowered here, guys. Look at that. 1100 on Tifa, 1200 on Cloud. I don't even have to heal them.
So it's my turn?
Brute Force, I know, is that big monstrous slam.
Lend me your strength?
So we're going to go for a Soul Drain because my mana's a bit low.
One more shot!
And he's trying to catch Cloud. Run! Did he get out? He actually grabbed Cloud, that jerk. I should go for a ward here, I would think. Not that one. I'm over here wondering, what am I going to do? I don't even know what I'm going to do. I decided to do I think I did an ATB ward on Tifa. Oh my lord, he put me to sleep or something like that. Thundera is probably going to break his leg. Boom! Knock him on the ground. Cloud is still trapped. So I put that ATB ward on the ground thinking, hey, you know what? If I stun him here, we could use a ton of abilities. And I got the stagger off, but it just wasn't enough. We're going to go for the Dolphin Flurry, I believe. Just because it's a limit break. And here, we're just going to try to go for the kill, man. Go for that Thundera. And he should be going down soon. Boom! And the enemy is defeated. I'm going to get my PSN achievement. And that is pretty much it for the fight. PSN achievement, I guess I didn't record that part, whatever, but it was the first time I had beaten this. I got the Gataram weapon or whatever. But let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at my materia and my weapons, because I hadn't changed anything since this fight, because I wanted to show you guys the stuff I used, the mistakes I made, just more things for education purposes. Alright guys, so now we're in game. Let's go ahead and open up. First thing, all my characters are level 50, of course. We're going to go through the upgrade weapons first. We're going to start on Cloud, and I was using the Twin Stinger. We're going to go through all the weapon abilities, nothing too crazy. This is when I was running Elemental on my weapon at one point, and then I switched it to my armor for that fight. Over here, just things that I thought were useful. This is not like, hey, you should do this. This is just stuff I was running because I thought it was good for me. I found that the physical and magic damage reduction, 10% while guarding, was very valuable. I thought that was a really important to get, especially since I'm going to be starting hard mode soon. But this is what I'm running on this weapon, and here's Reprieve. See if it says a description on it. Reprieve, avoid incapacitation once per battle. So when Tifa got slammed on the ground and she had 1 HP, I'm pretty sure that was her Reprieve activating. So really good for hard mode. Definitely helped me there. I don't think it was going to be... I don't think that boss was going to kill me anyway, even if she didn't have it on, but it's nice to have that that little band-aid there to help out. So that is what I have for this weapon. That's it for Cloud. Now we're going to take a look at Tifa's. I got Purple Rain here. And her abilities on this. I generally don't take the things that say low HP, because I am just fearful of staying in low HP. I don't think I want to ever be in low HP. So to get value when I'm in low HP is just really risky. I don't think... I'm just not good enough to really play the game in low HP comfortably. I'm going to have anxiety if I try to play at low HP to benefit from this. I mean, I understand that having this is going to help me survive longer if if I'm fighting to get a heal off. But more times than none, I'm just not going to stay in low HP long enough to get value out of this. But, maybe in the future when I have enough manuscripts, if I have points, I may as well invest in everything. So next tree over here, attack damage, of course. Again, avoiding the low HP stuff. Concentration activation is great. Over here, I grabbed everything because I thought everything was valuable, especially the HP. Over here, I grabbed Reprieve, HP, and attack damage. I left the new materia alone because all it's going to do is slot the ones I have up there. It's just going to combine them, and since I'm not using anything that needs to be combined, it's just not beneficial. Limit break damage, I barely do limit breaks as it is. I just don't find value in it. Next time I get points, I'm probably going to get the magic attack power to 13. And that's it for this weapon for Tifa. Now for Aerith, I have this here, buff duration. I got that mainly because regen. I'm going to cast regen on the group. So I think that applies to everybody. I don't really know. I want to think it does, and makes me feel better. Over here, magic attack power +5 with high HP is actually something I was thinking about getting, but I went for the priorities first instead of high and low HP stuff. So physical and magic damage while blocking, I think is very valuable. Over here, I grabbed all the things I found important. Tempest damage, I almost never use Tempest. Maybe I should. You guys can let me know in the comment section if Tempest is actually something I should mess with, but I literally never use it ever. And over here, magic attack, HP, and reprieve. Again, I left the materia slots alone because it's just, I don't have anything up there to combo right now, so it's just not beneficial. Maybe in the future games, when we have more blue materias that can combo and do greater things, I will jump into it. So that's everyone's weapons. All three of them have reprieve. It's just a little band-aid to help me out in case I fall. Now I'm going to show you guys the equips I had on each character. So Cloud had his twin singer with the reprieve. I had a chain bangle, and I had a champion belt. Champion belt gives 10% HP, 5% strength. Very useful. Tifa, I had a supreme bracer on there. And I had a wasted slot. I don't even know why I had this on her. The thing is, I had Barrett out before her, and I think I gave him a champion belt. And giving him that, traded her this thing. That's the only thing that could make sense to me, because he has a champion belt. So she had a wasted slot. She could have had 400 more health, 10 more attack, 5 more strength. That would have been way more beneficial. Let me put that on to her now before I forget. So, right away, one item that was wasted that made this fight harder for no reason. I just came in here ill-prepared. Wait till you see my materia. Don't laugh too hard. Alright, so that's Tifa, Aerith. We had the reinforced staff. We had a cog bangle on here. And a healing carcanet. I hope that's how you say it, so you can heal us even better. And now we're going to go take a look into the material. Start off a cloud. So I had luck up, so I can do more crits. 1 HP up, 1 MP up. Revival, I have revival on every character. I have time. I only used this ability one time in the whole fight, and I used it on Shiva. I did stop, and then after that I never used it again. Poison, I never used this at all. So I had 2 materia here that I probably could have swapped out for something better. Maybe I could have put another luck on. Maybe I could have put parry on. I actually don't have parry on right now. So this poison material is actually worthless. Time, I used it one time, so I'm going to leave it there. Healing, I have healing on everybody. First strike, very important. And I had fire elemental on my armor. I chose to give the Cloud and Tifa because they're my melee attackers. So they're going to be up front in your face. And I thought they would be the best ones to give elemental fire on my armor to. Tifa, same deal. I gave her 2 MP ups because if you look at her MP is 129. Cloud, I only gave him 1 MP up and he's at 162 right now. So she definitely needed the 2. I gave her 1 HP, a first strike, revival, and a prayer shields. This was kind of a wasted slot, but it was like an emergency prayer just in case Aerith was not able to do it. But this was actually a wasted slot. I never really used this. Actually, I didn't use it at all on Tifa. I actually forgot I had it on her. But here's healing and fire elemental. And then for Aerith, we had 1 MP, 1 HP prayer, which I used a couple times. Fire, lightning, they both very valuable. Revival, you know, I like to have it on everybody. Time, I never used this once on her. So I could have been in this fight without this, and I literally had a wasted spot. What I could have put here instead, I could have put magic up, and my magic could have been over 400 magic attack. That would have made a substantial difference than having time on there, which did nothing. So 2 materia, 2 to 3 materia. I think I had 1 materia on each character, 3 materia on each character. 3 total, 1 on each character that I never used. So, you know, this is just to let you guys know, you come in here with your good materia, you're going to perform better than what I did here. So, you know, it's nothing to worry about. And over here I got healing magnified because I like the group healing, and that's why I gave her the healing carcanet. But just so you guys see, like, I came in here with a bad item on Tifa. I came in here with 3 materia that did nothing. It's you can definitely do this a lot smoother than I could, and but yeah, that is going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps somebody that's having trouble with it. And I'll catch you all later. See ya.